Shalom. Call Haluyam La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha Kodash. Bakta Yahweh, Bakta Yahweh Shai, Bakta Racha Kodash, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha Kodash. Shalom and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elder bishops and the elders in the Akim and the Akwath of the hopeful elect. Shalom. Just want to go into a quick video entitled Prophecy Simply Exposes Them, the little hats. You know, those are the wish people over there, right? Claiming to be the true people of the Lord. When all you have to do is read the holy prophecies, and you'll see that everything that they're saying, everything that they're about, it actually fits nothing of what they've claimed to claim the the nationality of the biblical Israelites. So we'll begin here, right here in Revelations 19:10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So that's how you overcome Satan and his lies, and Satan's chosen, which are that begins with the little hats and the whole Edomite nation, the so-called white race. Salakia. That's how you overcome the lies, by staying in the prophecy, staying in the spirit of the Messiah, which is the spirit of prophecy. Because all the prophecies exposes them to be liars. So going to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. Salakia. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So the spirit of his mouth, and who is the mouth right now, speaking the words of the Heavenly Father, the prophets, elders, and teachers of the hopeful elect. So that's how they're being revealed, through the spirit of the mouth of the Most High, which is, speaking of the prophecies, the teaching. The teachings are going forth through the vessels in this earthly realm, the spiritual foot soldiers for the Most High, speaking the words of the Most High, teaching the true proper doctrine in the name of Yahweh Shah. And that's how they begin to first get exposed that way, right? The wicked's being revealed through the prophets bringing it out, and the elders and teachers bringing out the truth of the Holy Scriptures and the prophecies, and then the past events of the history, and then bringing out the prophecies of the kingdom of heaven to come. And then it exposes, because once the Israelites come back into their nationality and go back into the homeland, then it'll be rebuilt and be beautified, and all the heathen will serve the Israelites. But that's not happening today. And then shortly after, they be exposed verbally by the prophets, elders, and teachers of the Israelites, so-called Black Latinos, Native American Indians. Then they're getting exposed and revealed by the words of the prophets, the teachers and the hopeful elect. Once they're exposed and the world see that they're the liars of the earth, then the Messiah, the elect, will be sealed. And then, as they're exposing the little hats and the Edomites, the so-called white race, the wicked, then what? The rest of the elect is getting sealed at the same time in the spirit, right? As they stay in the spirit and abide in the vine Yahweh Shah. And then as the elect get awakened and sealed during that exposing of the wicked, because the preaching of the word is doing two things: awakening the elect and exposing the wicked. And then what's going to happen? The Messiah, it'll be the time for the Messiah to return after the elect is sealed, at the time appointed by the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, right? And that's how they will be destroyed at the brightness. That's the great return of the Messiah, when he returns with that shout. And then the wicked will be destroyed after they got exposed. So prophecy is proving that so-called Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans that are now awakening to the truth and teaching the word, that they're fitting the biblical prophecies on the right-hand side, for righteousness' sake. And the wicked is, and the little hats and the so-called white race, they're being exposed on the left-hand side, being exposed as the wicked of the earth. So now we'll go to Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 1. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, saying, verse 2, thus speaketh the Lord Yahweh, the Most High Power of Israel, saying, write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. And then verse 3, for lo, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah. Israel is the northern kingdom, and Judah is the southern kingdom. We got split into those two kingdoms. They show you that this is an end time prophecy. And we're in captivity here in America, Babylon the Great, and we're scattered throughout the four corners as well, but we're chiefly the most concentrated over here in the Western Hemisphere, in North, Central, and South America, and the Caribbean islands over here. And we're scattered throughout the other, throughout Africa, Europe, and Asia as well. So the days come that the Most High, he's going to bring the captivity again of the northern and southern kingdom. And this is the different captivity, because this is us. We're in captivity together as two different nations now, as the northern and southern kingdom. In the past, it was us together in ancient Egypt. Now we're in modern Egypt in America as the northern and southern kingdom coming back together. So that bring again the captivity means he's going to end our captivity, and he's going to bring us back into the Holy Land. You see, so that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, the northern and southern kingdom, said the Lord Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. So right there alone cuts the little hats, because the northern and southern kingdom is the Most High is going to end their captivity and put them in their own land. And what's the land the Most High gave to our fathers? Israel, Jerusalem, and they shall possess it. So that means all 12 tribes. Israel and Judah represents the whole full 12 tribes of Israel. So why are there only Jewish over there? Why is only that's one tribe? Where are the other 11 tribes, right? And they also say Cohen. Cohen is a name that represents the Levites that they retardedly call it, right, these days. So say 2 tribes, right? Where's the other 10 tribes? It doesn't add up to the prophecy. That's why you stay in prophecy, and that's how you destroy and expose the wicked and expose the truth for what it truly is. So the Most High is going to set us in that land. Men set themselves over there in the land and only claim 1, maybe 2 tribes, right? The Ish, Jewish, and then also the Cohen, which is not biblical, It's their Edomite remedial twist to the Levites. So that exposes them right there alone in itself. So we'll go to Ezekiel chapter 37. And we'll go to verse 15. See, reunion of Judah and Israel. That's not happening. Where's the reunion? Where's the reunion of the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom over there in Israel today? It's not. Verse 15, the word of the Lord Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, came again unto me, saying, moreover, thou son of man, take thee 1 stick, and write upon it for Judah, that's the southern kingdom, and for the children of Israel, his companions. And then take another stick, and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions. So, Judah is the head tribe of all Israel, but Judah is the name for the southern kingdom, and then Joseph and Ephraim. We know Ephraim was the top tribe of the northern kingdom of Israel, the northern kingdom. So this is Judah, this is the southern kingdom, and the northern kingdom coming back together in the last days, because we've been divided since, after the rulership of King Solomon, and the kingdom was split into two. That's when it became the northern kingdom of Israel and the southern kingdom of Judah. And we've been divided ever since. But now these are the last days. We're here in the Americas. So-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We're coming back together now. And we're writing upon the wood planks, writing down the 12 tribes of Israel according to each tribe. Have the little hats done that? No. That's because they don't fit the prophecies at all. So we're coming together in these last days in the Americas and throughout the four corners of the earth. Verse 17, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. So now we're coming back unified together again. Verse 18, and when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? So when, you're teaching and people ask, what do you mean that so-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, Native American Indians are the lost 12 tribes of Israel? Then you break it down to them. Verse 19, say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the Most High Power, in the name of Yahweh Shai, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, that's the northern kingdom, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, that's the southern kingdom, so-called African Americans, Haitians and who are the Levites, and the Caribbean island brothers, the so-called Jamaicans and them over there. That's the tribe of Benjamin, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand. The full 12 tribes have come back together and are awakening back to the truth. Salakia. So verse 20, and the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes. So everyone see the 12 tribes chart and sign, and they see, they looking at it and reading it. And, a lot of them are scoffing, and then a good amount of them are awakening back to the truth, because the remnant 1/3 is going to awaken and be able to grasp it. Not, and most are going to scoff, because, so-called blacks, they stumble at the fact that so-called Latinos and Hispanics and Native American Indians are also Israelites. They think everyone's going to be dark skinned, and that's not the case. They're not all Negro, because there is plenty of artifacts that was found amongst the Native American Indians and Latinos that prove that they had Hebrew inscribed stones and stones and artifacts that prove that their heritage go back to the Northern Kingdom Israelites. But reading on, let's see, verse 21, and say unto them, thus said the Lord, the Most High Power, Yahweh, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, over here in the Western Hemisphere. That's the Northern Kingdom, Latinos and Native American Indians, and will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. That's why you have to make sure you understand the context. This is talking about all Israel here, because we are all everywhere, scattered to the Western Hemisphere. We were all brought here for captivity, to serve over here in these last days, for our last punishment, before we get the kingdom of heaven for eternity. Let's see. Verse 22, and I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel. So Why would we need to be made one nation? Because we became two nations, the northern and southern. So why, the Most High is going to bring us back into our own land. Man brought the little hats into Israel today. That we know as Israel today. The so-called white man has brought them into that land, not the Most High. That's why it's only one nation and it's nothing but confusion over there. So that's why it's only one tribe over there and it's nothing but confusion, and nobody truly understands what's going on with those people. But they're realizing that they're realizing that these people are wicked, and that everything they've been doing and everything they're doing right now is is sinful and criminal. So verse 22, and I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be to them all. So where are the where is the one king? That's Yahushua. Where is their king at over there? The little hats claim to be that they return to feel. They say that they have fulfilled biblical prophecy by returning back to Israel. So where is their king at? It's not a prime minister. It's a king, that's going to rule forever, and not, a man that is mortal and has a timeline, an expiration date, meaning a day that he will die. Just does not add up at all. So it says, and one king shall be king to them all, and they shall be no more two nations. Neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all. So once again, only one tribe is over there. All 12 tribes have to be over there to make them all one unified nation. And then also on top of that, the head of that nation, of the 12 tribes, the king of kings and Lord of lords, the Messiah, Yahushua, he's not there. So it just doesn't make sense at all on what they're claiming. It adds up in no way. So verse 23, neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of all their dwelling places, wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their power. You see, because there's a lot of defiled things going on over there today. They have the Pink City. They have the Pink Parade, which is the largest alphabet rainbow parade on the entire planet. So that's a defiled thing. So that's defiled. So they're defiled. They're defiling themselves and the land over there. So that in itself alone proves that they're not the true people, because the land will not be defiled, because that is punishable by death. Same gender marital relations, right? That's an abomination, thus saith the Lord. See, and the Most High will cleanse them. They're defiled, so they're not clean. So shall they be my people, and I will be their power. The Most High is not going to be the power of defiled, unclean people. That's why the Most High kicked us out of the land, because we defiled it. They're not going to return back. One tribe ain't going to return back to the land and then continuously defile it, It's just pure foolishness and madness. It makes zero sense. They do not fit the prophecies of righteousness, but of being the devil the Bible speaks of. Jeremiah 30 and verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. These are the last days that we're rapidly approaching. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Verse 8. That's going into the whole technology, that little device that go into your hand or forehead to buy and sell. And in that time period right there of World War III and the apocalyptic times, the end days, but the elect will be saved out of it. Verse 8, for it shall come to pass in that day, the last days, said the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. Those strangers are, In that parable of the rich man and poor man, the dogs licking the wounds is going into what? The dogs are the strangers or the heathens that are eating and licking his wound, licking our afflictions. They're feeding off of our afflictions and our punishments. So Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Okay. And so the Most High is going to burst thy bonds, meaning we're in slavery. No man's going to save us out of this captivity but the Most High himself, and through his right arm that he sends, who is who? Yahushua. So men save themselves and claiming to be the children of the Most High, which is pure foolishness. And it's only one tribe, have to continuously harp on that. So, verse 9, but they shall serve the Lord Yahweh in the name of Yahushua their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. So we know that this is not literally talking about David here, but David will be there. He's going to be high ranking. He's going to be under Yahushua as far as the ranking, right? But this is Yahushua, I believe it's here in Jeremiah 23:5. Yes, so it says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, that I will raise unto thee, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. That's going into Yahushua. He got raised. That's that righteous branch that came out of the Davidic bloodline. The king of Israel, the King of Kings, was going to come through the bloodline of King David. In Revelation 22:16, the Messiah, he's the offspring and the root of David. Let's go ahead and get it real quick. Revelation 22:16. I, Yahushua, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. That's the churches of the Israelites, the hopeful elect in these last days. I am the root and the offspring of David, and the bright and morning star. And that's that brightness that's going to return, going to return in complete darkness of this wicked society. That's the brightness of his coming. That's going the brightness that will destroy Esau Edom when he returns. All right. Excuse me. Man. Jeremiah 30:7. 30 and let's see. Verse 10. Therefore, fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh. Neither be dismayed, O Israel. So it's going into Jacob, the southern kingdom, Israel, the northern kingdom, the two different nations that became two nations, but are the same 12 tribes. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. It's over here in the Western Hemisphere, going back to the east, our homeland in the far east, over there in Israel. And thy seed from the land of their captivity, Babylon and great America, and Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. So, were the little hats, were they at peace? And are they not being made? Are they at peace and at rest and quiet? Did they because they had what happened? October 7, that they love to use that as a rallying point. The Israelis, the little hats, they use October 7th as a day of a rallying point to go to war. But they said they claimed that they would return back to the Holy Land and fulfill prophecy of the Israelites returning back to the homeland. But here, when the Most High said when he brings the Israelites back into the homeland, that they will be in peace and at rest. It won't be any days like October 7th where Hamas came and brought terror to the little hats, right? If they fit the prophecy, then they would never have a day like October 7th. So that's another thing that other bit of information that exposes their lies. Verse 11, for I am with thee, saith the Lord Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, to save thee, though I make a full end of all nations, whither I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. So that correcting us in measure, that's going into the 1/3 and the 2/3, because 2/3 will have to get cut off and be punished, and the Israelites will not be altogether unpunished, because 2/3 will have to be judged on this side, and the 1/3 remnant will be saved. So, and the Most High is going to make an end of all these wicked nations. The Most High is going to beat their swords into pruning hooks. I mean, the Most High is going to end war for eternity, and they're going to go back to agriculture and farming and tilling the land, and peace and subjection unto the Most High and Yahweh Shai, and the Israelites serving the Most High, learning the ways of righteousness of the commandments in that day, in servitude and paying tribute continuously, always, unto the Most High and Yahweh Shai, to the Israelites. So verse 16, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. So Revelations 13:9 through 10. Let's go ahead and get it real quick. Revelations 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. Meaning, if you have understanding spiritually, go ahead and comprehend this. Verse 10: He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Who led us into captivity? The Hamites, the so-called Africans, rounded us up with the European, the so-called white man, the Edomites, and they led us into captivity. And the Arabs, they built the slave ships. Those slave ships were built by the Arabs. And then the one that financed the whole operation were the Little Hats, the Ish people. So, and all the other nations, the Chinese, everyone today that's, enjoying our captivity and making money off of us, they're all going to go into captivity. They all sat by and watched it all happen. They didn't do anything to help us, and they have not helped us at all. Because our help is not from heathen. From the heathen is from the Most High power. In the time that he's now, restoring us and awakening us, and now he's beginning to help us and pull us out of this pit that we've been in for the last 400 to 500 years. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So that's why the nations are going to be destroyed, because they've been destroying us. It's righteous judgment. As people know it as karma. So they will be destroyed for destroying us. Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, that's all the heathen nations, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all they that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So that's righteous judgment. If that doesn't happen, then that's an imbalance, and we know that the Most High says that a false balance is an abomination. So obviously, we've been getting our behinds kicked for 500 years, the northern and southern kingdom of Israel and Judah. So now it's going to get balanced out, and now we get to get our pound of flesh, thus saith the Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shah. Verse 17, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds. And what wounds are those? The rich man and poor man. That poor man had those sores that the dogs were licking. And that's our afflictions, our captivity, our economic destruction, financial destruction. Everything is going to be healed. Those are wounds that we've been destroyed underneath, the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28. Saith the Lord Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. See, because no man is going to buy us, no man is going to redeem us out of this captivity but the Heavenly Father. through his only begotten Son, Yahushua. Verse 18. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy on his dwelling places. And the city shall be builded upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. See, because they're not in the true accurate location over there that they're claiming is the true holy area of the temple, and it's not built up. And Israel is not built up today. It's not beautified as spoken of in Revelation and other places, of the streets of gold and, you know, all of the beautified stones, building up the buildings. You don't have no beautiful places like that over there. It's just the heathen over there, the cave beast over there, just making up nonsense. It's further destroying our land, defiling it further and further. Verse 19. And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving, and the voice of them that make merry. That doesn't happen over there. They don't have any kind of style. They don't sing. They don't have any good music, no good dancing. They're just Edomite devils. It says, and out of them shall proceed thanksgiving, and the voice of them that make merry. And I will multiply them, and they shall not be few. See, over there, there are few over there. They're not that many over there. The little hats, they're dying at a rapid pace, dying from skin cancer and everything. The little hats over there in the Holy Land. I will also glorify them, and they should not be small. Well, they're small over there. They're the least of the nations over there. You know, they're the smallest, very small nation over there amongst other nations. So they don't fit the prophecies in no way, shape, form, or fashion on the right-hand side in righteousness, but they do fit being the wicked and the devil the Bible speaks of. So I just want to go into that real quick in the spirit. Hope this video was edifying. The water to the Ruach HaKodesh B'Shem Yahushua for another video. It's the next video I say. Shalom.